Okay. Okay. So we don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. All right. Jimmy, what's your first name?
Warren. I know everything. All right, you're recording and on YouTube, so go for it. Just make sure you state for the record who's here.
Okay. I'm gonna let them do that. Okay, at 7 o'clock, the beach commission meeting is on. My name is Bill Ryan. I'm present. Do we have,
Pat Kinane present. Michael Folcarelli present.
Joe Mayato.
there's 4 member presents tonight, and the first thing on the agenda is to go over the minutes from last meeting, which would be September 29th.
Okay, we also have ones that were carried over from.
That's correct.
So I will make a motion to approve the minutes of September 15th.
Second, Joe Mayato.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Bill Ryan, aye.
Just let the record show that all 4 members voted unanimously.
All 4 members, aye. Okay, yep,
Tony's not here, but he will probably find something. Like, did you go to that meeting on October 8th?
I did.
Johnny?
Johnny didn't go. I went. It was a Zoom meeting.
Because he was going to put together a narrative.
So we put together a narrative on the town landing, but not the beach.
So
I think
things related to this scene, correct?
Yes, they do.
Good. Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes of the September 29th meeting as well. Joe Mayato.
Patrick Kinane, second.
Bill Ryan, yes,
Yeah, all in favor.
all in favor.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. All right. Okay. So we did, well, we sort of went a little out of order here, but we have a letter from Anita Kudo for approval to sell her ice cream and hot dogs on the beach for 2021. I would say, Jimmy, that you haven't had any issues with that at all, right? It's always been, yep, as usual. I'll make a motion that we accept Anita's request for next year, providing that she obtains all the necessary permits and licenses from the town.
Do I have a second?
Michael Folcarelli, I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye, all in favor.
Unanimously accepted.
Okay,
All right.
I'll tell you
So
something.
this goes. Filed against me. Next would be bills.
Jimmy, is there anything you wanna? Okay,
Right, so everything is routine though, like, extraordinary. What about, are you gonna take care of the, servicing for the, ATV? Already done? Good job. Get it all nice and flushed down, salt and stuff.
that's where the boat goes to, the fire station. Right? Okay.
Right. Taking action?
No. No, it's routine.
Yep. And Jimmy, just as a reminder, start thinking of your list, I know the boards that you needed
Yes.
for next year.
The
Capital expenditures, rescue board. Well, start putting your stuff together just in case, I don't know if there's any lead time on getting those. You have to order them way ahead of time or? Well, actually, we rescued the problem. Oh, really? Maybe they're gonna have some bargains there. All right, good. Is that all that you have? That you think you need, everything else?
yeah.
The goose wing shack, is that our responsibility? Is that the nature reserve? Who built it?
Right. I think this year we should ask them for 50% of it. So whatever, we can take that assessment on that building and see what it really needs and, send them a letter to say, we'd like you to help us repair this thing. Yeah.
Which item is that? Is that,
Oh, that's-
is that
It's a
item
separate,
two?
it's a separate,
Yeah, this labor cost on
Yeah, addition.
night security. Right, inside.
Yeah. This one here. Nice job with this, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Well documented. All right, so as far as are you going to take care of communicating with them about the costs of the shed first? Okay,
oh, yeah.
I'm not talking about this right now, I'm talking still about the shed. The shed, contribute, making an assessment of what would need to be done.
Yeah, he is. You know what, I contact him and do the goose wing, have a look at the goose wing shack as well as a separate item and the ticket booth.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's separate, yeah.
Yeah, so there'll be two separate quotes on.
Hmm.
I think,
Are you talking about the block work?
yeah,
The block work,
Yeah,
why don't we have have to do three separate quotes and see what we come up with, we'll look at it, and evaluate it that way.
on the road, yes.
All right, why don't we get an assessment so we can see what we're up against? That guy that you know, have him.
Yep. She did the
3 separate. you
I
know,
wonder instead of a block, because we have that slab. I'm wondering if we should do a wood building there instead of a cement building and have it lifted off, just like we do the chicken shack. Chicken shack. What do you think of that, Jim?
Yes and no, I think that's gonna be too big.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I mean, I know one of the other blocks we had, the stone, we're trying to do for.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we have the professional here take a look at it, assess it, and come up with suggestions, and we'll discuss it. We still have time.
I'll have them come up with a number on the block and wood.
Right.
And that way we can make that choice. I mean, I understand the block, it would be better and be longer lasting.
And that building doesn't have underwater.
Right.
It might be better that it's long for that purpose, right?
Or take it away. There is ramp trucks that will fit that. And I know Raging Bull's truck would fit that.
Yeah.
So,
Do we need to make a motion?
Well, it could almost be a
Yes.
ground level storage container that can be built
Yeah.
into one of those steel ones. You know, with
Okay.
those on it.
So
Pick it right up.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we ask Bill to get some pricing on the shack, the changing rooms and the goose wing shack.
And the ticket.
do I have a second?
Second, Joe Mayata.
All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Motion's been approved.
Aye.
Can't really jump the gun that way.
I did that on purpose. Because Joe's was the.
I wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so I'd also like to make a motion that this report that Jimmy has prepared, that Cindy forward this to the town and the chief.
Yes.
One, I think,
But isn't this one
maybe.
part of this one?
No.
No.
This is the,
Yeah, this one is 17,748, and that's one of the components of number 2, item 2.
This is the second, and we should go back, maybe,
Okay,
so that's basically what costs or interactions. So it's going.
all right, so this is the one where we're making a request for that to chip in half?
Yes.
Right, but now this report is the one I was talking about.
That's the one that's going to go to you.
Chief Becker only, not to the town council.
Yeah, we'll send it to the council, the rest, show losses, which is costs.
All right, so
she's
this is
gonna
my,
submit that.
So
this
do
is
you
my
want,
first,
should that go to the administrator and the budget committee?
My thoughts are sending it to Tony.
Yeah.
Chief Peppers made a copy, because he's the one who wants to do all the.
Oh, I see, yeah, yep.
And then one for the town council.
Okay.
all right, so that's my motion is first on this main report.
And I would think,
You're gonna take care of sending it? Like you just said before, you want to send it.
well, again, they don't have that file, the other thing does have that file.
Okay.
Maybe the service department last time in the city was,
Okay, so
So do that.
regarding this main report, my
Yes.
motion is to have Jimmy send this along to Tony and the sure.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Unanimously. Okay, the next report.
Yes.
So now the report for the night security. I'm gonna make the motion that Cindy send this to the Nature Conservancy along with a letter requesting for reimbursement from them. So I'm gonna make a motion that we submit this second report, which is a breakdown of one of the components of item 2 of the other report to the Nature Conservancy. And with a request, with a letter requesting that per our discussion previously, that they reimburse us for 50% of the security costs.
Do I have a second?
Pat Kinane, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye, motion carries.
Michael Folkerley, I'm gonna make a motion that we table this item on the agenda, discuss drafting in our,
So Donnie's here.
until Donnie's here.
Second, Joe Mayado.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Next on the,
Jim Farrell, beach manager, please discuss the report on the closing of the season.
There's a second, all today, basically comparison last year. Basically, 20 year, maybe 40 now. Cost
yeah, wait a minute.
we've got a copy of the, I think, all of it.
Yep.
Is anybody out there now? I was gonna say, give him a microphone, but it doesn't matter. Right?
Well, if anybody's watching it on YouTube, it matters.
Oh, they could be watching it after, you mean?
Now,
When it gets taped?
they can watch it now.
They can watch it now on YouTube, and we don't know that they're there?
Right.
Oh. What do I know?
Basically, those two sheets, it's a financial reckoning of where we stood in the 2019-20 season. The second page is the 2020-21 season, where we served basically at the same time in the season. So it should give you an idea of what we had for money to put back into the coffers, what our expenses were, et cetera. We did labor. I was shocked that we kept it within the realm of what we were projecting initially. Stuff even with the nighttime security figured in. So, and if any of it there is copies of that up
Yeah.
there somewhere. So, if anybody has any questions?
No, that was a really good job, Jim. I
So
think,
does that mean we are not turning any money over to the town
We don't have any money to turn over the town
this year because of the COVID? Now,
unless we get funds
I
back.
was just gonna say, if we get reimbursement from, if TNC reimburses us for 50% of that, which is roughly like $8,500 or something, then that would be turned over.
No. Keep it all.
also,
All right.
so, and
What about grants? We get something back, you know,
from the
grants
COVID,
on COVID.
that would go directly to the town, I think, wouldn't it? That would go directly, because the town would be applying for it, I think it would go directly into.
Yeah, but this is our own.
No, I mean, if
Oh,
the COVID, if Tony files this with whoever's passing out the COVID relief money,
yeah,
he's the one that's gonna be filing it, the money will go right into.
right. And we're already talking into what we want.
Right.
So, yeah, it has to go into that. It goes directly to it.
Right.
But we're taking,
Got it. All right.
let them figure out their own monopoly. Because it's the only revenue in town, why cut that? That's idiotic.
I guess that brings us to the end of the agenda.
Yes.
So that's it, Jim, for the season. Everything's all shut down,
Yeah.
everything back up, everything's all done. And the lot is still in good shape, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am gonna go down and fill some of the erosion spots.
Okay. If you need a hand with that, Jimmy, let me know.
Tight.
So I see that our next meeting is on the 27th. However, I think on the 23rd is the breaching, right?
No,
Actually, the next meeting is on the 29th.
October
I'm
15th
sorry. I'm in the wrong, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong month.
is what I understood in the last meeting.
All right, hold on a second.
Wait. Sorry, I'm
So
sorry.
the 27th is the next meeting,
The
right?
27th is the
Okay.
next meeting.
Now, the breaching you're saying is not on the 23rd?
It's on the
I thought I
15th.
saw emails about the 23rd.
I thought it was the 15th when the DEM does the same thing on Second Street, Cooks and Pond.
That's Thursday?
Yeah.
2 days from now.
Yeah.
All right.
Check with Donnie, but it's always the 15th. Yes, I know it is, because I've been doing it for years.
So it's the 15th. You know what time?
No,
That'll be this year, they'll be there all
right.
Do you know what time they start?
Well, it's state, so you gotta figure 9:30, 10 o'clock, just give them their coffee break, so 11.
It's also based on the whole time.
Yeah.
Right. No, they'll be down there early, they usually are. They'll be down there at 9 o'clock.
All right,
I
I
watched
saw,
last
I
year.
saw something and it said that we were requesting. Sorry, let me. Reaching. You see attached letter. October breaching. Because he was requesting for them to do it for us, right? In the last letter that I saw.
No,
No,
we're,
That's what we last talked about. I thought I saw it in the letter.
no, they're going to, we were gonna coordinate, but Wilkie was gonna do ours.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
right.
same day that they're doing this. Because I think after the 15th, then it shut off. I think November 1st, you can not. So even the DEM is, has to abide by the CRC's rule. That's what I did.
All right. So it's Thursday then.
Are you satisfied, Joe?
I guess so.
Please.
I thought I saw some communication that had something. If I come across it, that's,
You probably was sleeping.
you know how once you get to this age.
Yeah, once you retire, everything goes to pot.
All right, so I'll
Okay,
make a
the only
motion.
thing,
So for the next agenda, we'll carry that, discussion of the RFP.
Right.
yeah,
Anything else?
I actually have something.
Yeah.
How much say does the beach commission have over, sorry? How much say does the beach commission have over, Town Landing? And what we can do with the overcrowding when the surf's up? And just because it's,
I think there's a project there right now that's under construction and so forth, right?
yeah,
it will be limited.
We're in charge of the parking lot.
Town.
okay, so we couldn't drop a plan, whether
I
we'll,
think-
we could do whatever we want, not whatever we want, obviously, but what we could do with the parking lot, that's the town council.
I think, Pat, we had been looking at, Mike and Donnie working some things together, on the other beaches,
Mhm.
other than South Shore. Well, mostly we focus on South Shore, but, Mike, maybe you can explain. We were looking at the Town Landing and,
Yeah, so, that's like on Donnie and my plate, that we're gonna have a comprehensive look at. So in this, the thing that we were talking about, this, discussing an RFP for, that's a P, not a T, request for fee proposal.
Mhm.
We were going to, put out an RFP for, an outside consultant to kind of assess what we could do with the beaches as a collective.
Okay.
And how we could better have a grip on managing the rest of the beaches besides South Shore.
Yeah.
So Town Landing would fall into that. The Town Landing project is underway. Donnie was the engineer for that. They raised some money to do design, and now they're implementing the parking lot. So it's
They're gonna pave it, right?
yeah, so it's kind of
They're gonna what?
Heard they're gonna pave down there.
Really?
they. I don't think that's.
I didn't know
The
that.
town landing parking lot. Sorry, the town landing parking lot. Apparently they're gonna pave.
No.
No,
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 rumors.
no, total rumor
Okay.
because
Fake news.
no, total fake
I
news
heard that.
because the
I don't know who told me that, but
yeah, no, that's not.
Okay.
So there's a comprehensive plan that you could find on the website somewhere, probably, under
Town document,
town what?
the town document.
Town documents that would, so anytime you get fake news, refer them to our excellent town website. Because we have like one of the best town websites that you can find anything on there. So an independent committee was formed. They got a stroke to design town landing, and the contract to execute that design was just awarded. There was a public hearing. I forget, there was one dude that spoke up, who was a surfer and lived nearby. I can't remember his name, but pretty much it wasn't very well attended. Like, and it, yes. Yep.
yeah, I did hear about that.
So that's kind of what's happened. That the chief Rains has kind of stepped in and helped
Right.
manage the traffic while they're doing construction. But the contract was just awarded to Chris Wilkie, and they're starting. So it's just
It's gonna be 25-person lot, is that correct? Only 25 cars?
I think you're correct that way. I just wrote myself a note. I'm gonna email you the
Okay.
plans. So you can look at it.
Awesome, thank you, Carol.
And the
So,
thing of it is, it
Pat,
should be any townspeople.
So that's what I was
That's what you're looking for.
looking for, yeah. Oh, it was just, it gets a little lawless down there when the
Right.
surf's pumping.
yeah.
And you have people camping out down there for, 3 days. Mhm.
Right.
So
So it's really a law enforcement issue.
Right,
Unfortunately, I'm sure that Chief Rains just loves that. But
Well,
it's
unfortunately for him, but fortunately for us,
Yeah.
because since we're not charging anybody to go in there, we're not gonna have any resources to pay people, like security people, to be there. So, Pat, to bring you up to speed,
what is wrong with that woman? Is that Siri or something?
they're listening.
to bring you up to speed, Pat, one of the things that we had talked about was that we felt that it's probably worthwhile if we can get a grant that would pay for someone to professionally review and engineer and come up with proposals for these other areas, that'd be worthwhile, an expenditure for somebody professional to do it, instead of us just
Right.
sitting here trying to figure it out.
Totally.
So that's one of the things that we're looking into, and Donnie and Mike, we can't have more than so many people meeting, to do sort of like a workshop, figure that out, so.
Oh, that's great.
So we're looking to a comprehensive plan for Town Way, Taylor's Lane, Town Landing,
Lloyd's Beach.
and Lloyd's Beach.
Right.
God bless us with Lloyd's Beach.
What's that?
I said, God bless us with Lloyd's Beach.
Those- those-
That's a ball of string that's a little
It's
tangled.
just gonna be nice of Mr. Keller.
So,
Okay, you're still recording.
yep, okay, so I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Wait,
Nope.
well,
Oh, the regular stuff, and carrying this forward. Correspondence.
Yeah, if you guys are already on it, I'm never gonna
Yeah, that's part of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sorry to hold up.
No.
No.
What's that? I'm talking.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Yes, you may.
Make a motion that we adjourn at 7:29.
Do I have a second?
Pat Canane, second.
All in favor?
Aye.